Hi, teachers. So it's been a long time since we've had a weekly meeting. This one's going to be about the Halloween event that we're going to have. I didn't really feel like I could totally get the message across by only sending a PPT, so I'm going to quickly go over the event with you. So the Halloween event is going to be taking place on these 3 days here. So Thursday, Sunday classes will be on the 29th. Tuesday, Friday classes will happen on the 30th. Wednesday, Saturday classes and Saturday, Sunday classes will happen on the 31st on Halloween. So during the event, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a mask making contest. The kids are going to learn a trick-or-treat poem. They're going to make a trick-or-treat bag. We're going to take pictures, and finally, they will go trick-or-treating. So, we've done this before in Korea, the mask making contest, and one struggle that we've had, one challenge, is that since it's a contest, the kids take a really long time to color their masks. So, in order to avoid that issue, we are going to have them begin coloring their masks on these days here. I think it'll be good for you too, because this will happen in the native teachers class when you are recording the CTPs or the songs with the kids. So this will keep them quiet. So we are actually going to start this tomorrow, Friday the 23rd, for Tuesday, Friday classes. For Thursday, Sunday, and Saturday, Sunday classes, you will do this on the 25th. And Wednesday, Saturday classes will happen Wednesday, the 28th. So when you're having the kids make their masks, you want to follow some steps, or we just want to make sure that we've covered all these so we don't have any issues. So the masks are going to look like this. There are 5 different kinds. So when you get them, you can let the kids pick the one that they want. Important part is to have kids write their name on the back of this mask. You don't want to have them write it around here or here because that part's going to get cut off and then we're not going to know whose mask it is. So again, you need to check that all the kids wrote their names on the back on like this part. Then you want to instruct them, it's a contest, start coloring. And while some kids color, other kids need to cut out their mask. Try to have them keep this part on. If they don't, it's fine. We can just make a hole in their mask here, but this part's better. And yep, the important part is like, have the kids cut out their masks and color at the same time. Otherwise, you will need to help us cut out the masks after. So it's in your benefit to make sure they've cut them during class. And then finally, you want to collect the masks and keep them so that they don't forget them on the day of our event. So again, you're responsible for collecting and keeping them in a safe, organized way. And then where to get these supplies? So they are being prepared for you and they will be in the teacher's room. So starting tomorrow, Friday, you want to count out the amount that you need and again, get the variety of masks so that the kids can pick the ones that they really like. The center is preparing coloring supplies and scissors. So make sure, I know some of you have it already, but make sure you have enough scissors and coloring supplies so the kids can share and have enough. Yes, and then the day of the event, so this is just like a general schedule. So for every block, it's going to take place in the last 30 minutes. So if we're looking at block 5 here, this would be like the 5:30 to 7 o'clock block. So the event will take place from 6:30 until 7. So this is what will fill the 30 minutes. From 6:30 to 6:50, the kids are going to be finishing their masks. They're going to be practicing a trick-or-treat poem, and they're going to be making trick-or-treat bags. So you can see in the next, part of the schedule, 6:35, we will start taking pictures. So this is 5 minutes after this has started. So you want to make sure that, you're pushing the kids to finish their masks so we can get all the kids out to take a picture. So hopefully what we're really hoping for is some classes will have finished them during the CTP, and those classes can take their pictures first. Now, just a bit more detail about what's happening during this 20 minutes here. You want to well, for the practice the trick-or-treat speaking poem part, if it's the younger kids, just trick-or-treat, just teach them that. That was good enough. If it's older, then you could even teach them like a poem like trick-or-treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Or if you don't like that, there's lots of different ones you can look up online. So pick one that you want to teach them, and then they'll say that when they go trick-or-treating around the center. And then the last part here, they're going to be making their trick-or-treat bags. And that's just basically to keep them quiet because, after they finish their mask, let's say that they were one of the first groups to finish. What are they going to do when they're just waiting to go trick-or-treating? They're going to be all over the place. So we're just going to have them make a trick-or-treat bag just to keep them quiet. And then please find a Halloween song that you want to play in the room just to keep it on theme. Make sure it's appropriate for the young kids. Or if there's a cartoon or something that you, for Halloween related, then play that as well. And finally, the last 10 minutes, the kids are going to go trick-or-treating around the center. A few things about that. Teachers, you are going to stay in your room and pass out candy to all the classes. So they're going to walk in a circle, in a line, basically all around the center, getting their candies. Every time they come to you, they need to say the poem that they learned. And then, so the kids walk all the way around the center, and then they'll end in your room. You want to wait to give your kids any candy, because then it will motivate them to get back to your room to get more candy. Yes. And, yep, after that, they just pack up and head out. And we're going to be decorating the center for them. So Wednesday, October 28th, I'm asking all of us to stay after our classes, and we're going to quickly decorate the center. The decorations will be, already provided to us. We just have to decide together how we want to hang everything up. Yes. So if you have a break that starts at 8:05 or something like that, we can start earlier and hopefully finish early as well. And we ask our teachers, please, if you'd like, dress in a costume. We'd love to have you there in a costume, any costume you like. I think in the past I've been a dog before. I just made a paper costume. There's some streets in Hanoi that also sell some costumes. So if you're into that, then I'll tell you where. I'll get the link for you. And if you don't have a costume, no problem. But we do ask that you decorate a mask, the same kind of mask that the kids will be wearing, and also wear that the day of. Yep. And then because we are taking 30 minutes out of the lesson time, then I'm going to be cutting some components. So Monday, I will send all the components for seedbed, rookie, all the way up through junior master. So you know what to teach and what not to teach. And also to save time, we're not going to be changing classes. So the students are going to stay with their first teacher the whole class on this day. So in the middle of it, do not give them a break. If they ask to go to the bathroom, of course, you can let them go, but just one by one. We need to get through the material as much as possible. Well, the assigned material we have to get through. So otherwise, that can hurt us later on in the book tests and midterm tests. So yes, okay, so these are the details for the Halloween event. And please respond if you have any questions or concerns or you see the problem in the planning of this. Let me know so we can address it. But I love to hear that you've watched this and you understand and agree to all of it. So, okay, have a good day. Talk to you later.